All right, our next question comes from Javelin Medicine. Do you need a mobile quarterback in Madden NFL 13 to win? That is a good question. Now, in the past, what we've done is if we've had a team that has a kind of a more
tweener
pocket passer or not quite mobile, we've always had maybe like a little backup that we could kind of get out there and run with. When we used to play with the Raiders, when we used to play with the Ravens, guys like that, Tyrod Taylor, Terrell Pryor, getting those guys out in skill positions.
Alex Smith this year with Kaepernick on the Niners, great example.
Exactly.
Guy, you mix in, you wrinkle him in, you
Let's
find a
look
couple
over
plays.
here on PlayStation 3 real quick. Do you need a mobile quarterback to win in this year's game? I say no because I won a lot of games at the start of the season with the Giants.
But think about why you like the Packers right now. I think that having a mobile quarterback is really important this year.
I think it's hugely important. I think it's
more important than you think.
An enormous factor, specifically if you're running the spread offense from MaddenTips.com. 40% off, by the way, using the coupon code TWIM40. If you're running that Arizona book and you want to get out there and use some legs, here we sub in Colin Kaepernick with the backup package. Let's just say I forget about Mr. Kaepernick.
Forget about him.
You kind of are patient. You know, you're going to wait. You're going to wait, and now you're going to kind of go. I clicked off and made a horrible play. It's tough to come up to the line of scrimmage, though, and attack the quarterback as he's kind of running at you. If you have one defensive, one D tackle on a spy, I mean, that's
Cap.
Give you a little bit of wiggle.
Cap. Oh.
If you come up, you need a quarterback. The minimum speed should be about what Aaron Rodgers is.
About 80.
He has to be able to beat one defensive tackle on a spy. You either need to have them put a defensive end on a spy, or have them put two D tackles on a spy. That's kind of how you should be able to beat. You should be able to kind of run by that guy.
Absolutely.
Is what I call the minimum. I know a lot of guys are using Robert Griffin III.
See, here's what I'd say about having, if you're going to play with the Redskins, you're going to play with the Eagles, or even the Panthers, I think you are drawn to those teams because of the quarterbacks, right? Yeah. I don't think you need that much speed at quarterback.
No.
I think you just need
two of those teams have not enough defense to win at the level. So
you just need
do you need a mobile quarterback to win? No, you maybe, but you don't. You definitely need a defense more than those two teams have. The Eagles will be the exception there. One thing I want to talk about is guys who just select a mobile quarterback because they don't have a game plan down and they're going to try and make plays, Tim Tebow style, at the end of games, running around, being Cowboys. A good player is going to lock you down instantly with your scheme if you're not using that quarterback to your advantage. So I want to show you a quick play from Crow Flats.
You want to run it?
The reason I run with, on the PlayStation 3, the reason I run with the Packers and have switched from the Giants is, yes, I lose a pass rusher. I don't have three great pass rushers. Now I just have one with Matthews.
Nick Perry's pretty good. You don't have the...
I got 1.5 good pass rushers.
Go empty.
So we'll go empty here.
What defense you want me in?
Give me a...
man-to-man?
Yeah, give me a nice two-man under, and give me a drop with just one spy. So obviously... I got Alex Smith and not Kaepernick, but...
all right, so you want that?
So right now, you know that I cannot call a halfback draw. So you can drop back 10 guys. You can play a full-out coverage defense, and it really doesn't matter because I do not have the ability to call a halfback draw.
Do the quick audible down. What is it?
Is it a QB draw?
No.
No, it's a
Some
screen.
formations have it.
So, but it's not even about that. It's just that 3rd and 2.
You need a play? It's not Cap. It's not Cap.
It's not Colin Kaepernick. 3rd and 2. Your spy is going to drop back deep enough that I can get those 2 yards and pretty much slide and get down, especially with Aaron Rodgers.
Go.
And also what I can do is force you to user and then play a one-on-one game. So the QB spy there was kind of watching the short middle, but then when I got up with Smith, it's just really nice.
How good is it when you break the defense's back on a quarterback run? They forget about it.
If I had the halfback in the backfield here, what I would do is I love to be able to streak the halfback and get him out of the backfield and then kind of run either bolt the throw to the halfback if they watch him.
Show that because you're really good at doing that and calling that in the right situation.
Or take off with Rodgers. It's so important.
Go gun two back or whatever, any of those formations. Yeah, that gun doubles on.
We'll go doubles on here.
Works. Kind of spread, curl flat combo. You are really good at this. This is the last thing you worry about. So part of the reason why Farls does what he's doing here is because a rule of thumb we always say is, just use the guy on the halfback. Well, what Farls is going to do is, because he knows that that's what we're teaching everybody, and that's what everyone's doing, and that's the first guy to use.
I'll block him if I sense pressure and if it's important. But every now and then, you try
and catch me. You try and catch me. Oh, I'm napping. Oh, okay. And then you could throw to him in huge gain. And what that's going to do is that's going to keep my user guy at bay. So now I know, okay, I have to watch Farls here on the deep sideline for that out he loves over there. I have to watch this right slot that he's going to motion snap me. And then what am I going to do?
I need one spy, and then I can rush one.
Right.
And then I got to say, and then all of a sudden now I block Gore. Now you got one less guy. It's just a cat and mouse game, and I like to think of what are my reads. That
was just enough speed there with Alex Smith, though.
What are my options when I go through my play? Okay, I think out. I think out one. I think motion snap slot two. I think about the flat. It was actually my first read, but so those other things are three. I like to the halfback four. Mm-hmm. When I used to get to the Giants, I was done with all four. Throw the ball if I'm still standing up, but it's never good to get to your fourth progression and have nothing. If I got to my fourth progression now with Aaron Rodgers, it's okay. Well, they must have dropped everybody back in coverage. Run with Rodgers, and that fifth thing has picked me up. It's 50 yards a game, maybe it's 3 first downs a game, and it's just been enough to really put a little bit extra on the table. If I was just going out there with Michael Vick being a cowboy, calling the triple option every play, that's not the mobile quarterback you need to win. You need a guy just enough to get it done.
And here's the other thing, too, right? So if you're taking a look at, say, you really want to use the Patriots because you want to use an elite quarterback, and that's what's really important, too, because you want to play with Tom Brady. I would tell you to dive a little bit deeper because, number one, Tom Brady's mobility scares the living daylights out of me in Madden because he cannot run. You saw him against the Ravens this past weekend, so you know he can't run. That was a bad loss. But what you want to really focus on with Brady is the fact that he doesn't have that Aaron Rodgers deep throw accuracy. He's only got the 85. So why are you going to play with Tom Brady when you could play with someone that is maybe just as good, if not better, maybe has better mobility?
When I was playing with Eli Manning, 96, I believe, deep actually, but he's gone down.
Pretty good.
So he's gone down. So now that he's down, I'm going to go with Rodgers. He's easily the best quarterback in the game.
Hands down, might be the best quarterback of all time.
And he gives you that extra. Something's not right. Go.
Is that bold? Is that bold? Best Madden quarterback of all time. Aaron Rodgers, right now.
No, Michael Vick, 04. Dumb. It's easy.
Was the game ready for Vick then, though? That's what I'm saying.
That's why he was the best. There's not even close to that.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Okay.
Vick 04.
Next question.